this video, we're gonna be talking about the best lighting setups for kind of small rooms, or if you have to show someone doing a tutorial at a desk. I wanna give you the least amount of gear you need to get the best results possible. We're setting up Lewis's office. He works for us, he's an incredible editor, and we're designing a whole new editing course with Lewis. It's gonna have over 40 videos, go through the whole process of editing, but we're doing that in his house. I'm gonna head there today. So we're gonna set up a beautiful course tutorial lighting setup in a small space. So we only really have one sandbag, just disappeared. So I'm gonna have to go buy some, which is the most annoying part of filmmaking. No, I take that back. Searching for music is the most annoying part of filmmaking. Then building sandbags is. We got the bags. Now we need the sand. Like, why? That literally might be the cheapest piece of camera gear I've ever bought at $8. Some people make babies, we make sandbags. We'll keep that in. Oh gosh. You probably needed a bigger hole. It's in my mouth. Oh, it's in my hair. There is so much in Lou's hair right now. Well, you look like a 13-year-old boy with dandruff right now. This is making sandbags with, this could be the whole video. Go on. This is the lightest sandbag ever. We're in Lou's editing suite, but Lou, show actually how big this room is.
This wide?
It's one Lewis by one Lewis. We need to light Lou's face. You're sitting here, this is where you're gonna be teaching the whole editing course.
If we want to, we could always move the desk so that it's here, and then we have the light here, and then we have a lot more space to shoot me doing tutorials.
Okay, my number one point is this. Your background is the most important thing in this shot next to your lighting and it being good.
Background, I mean, it's asymmetrical. We have this here, but I feel like the brick compared to...
But no, then you have the door and everything.
Yeah. I think it might look better here.
Yeah,
and it gives us more options if we want it to come straight on. If we want a side shot, we can figure that out.
You look like Luigi today, by the way.
It's Luigi time.
You have to be willing to rearrange the room, because chances are someone set up that room not thinking that they were gonna shoot an interview in it. This means committing to moving furniture and being brave this way.
So we're gonna go 2 months with the desk here, and then when filming's done, we're going back to this.
Wow, this is a big deal for him.
If you have to move it back afterwards, pro tip, just take a quick few photos before you start moving anything.
Little pro tip here, carpet, drapes.
Anything that is soft, thick, textured will help dampen all the reflection of your audio. Because if Lewis didn't have this carpet, it would be much more echoey. Shout out to Aperture, they're not sponsoring this video, but I asked them what gear we could use in the small room and they sent us some stuff. Okay, we have a smaller box. It's the cutest. Look at this. This will grow up one day to be a full light dome. How does this? Oh, look at that! Well, let's get the lights going.
This light can go 360. Also has this beautiful fall on the desk.
Point number 2 is about getting softer lighting. And you've always heard me, like right now I'm using a giant light dome here, and I'm always talking about bigger is softer. But in a smaller room, you don't have that advantage. So you have to use tinier fixtures, but you have to bring them as close as possible. So you want to think about using light stands like our C stand here that can arm in the light really close, or getting a setup for yourself where you can bring the light in nice and close to the subject's face.
You can see how much spill is happening here. Yeah, so what we want to do, we only need it to like give you light in this area. So I'm going to skirt off the back, and I'll probably skirt off over here as well. That's the beautiful thing with it, is this light can go 360.
This is so great, it just sticks to itself. And if we need to, we can like roll it down part way.
All right, it doesn't look pretty. You know what it looks like is those guys who wear those things in the desert. Let's get a camera into position. This is nice and tight. I'm finding all this very distracting. I'm also finding it very overexposed. Look at all the red on my face. This is why you use false colors. The issue we are having now is Lewis's forehead is awfully close to that fixture.
And my forehead is just...
Getting torched?
Oh yeah.
And as you saw, the lantern, although really beautiful in lighting, it got too close to Lewis's face with the shape it was. It might not have been the right lighting for that scenario. So we used the mini dome, which was a nice even cast.
Now because it's all in the same plane, it's the same kind of distance from his face. So we're not getting a hot spot. One thing we're noticing is just the way this is. We're sometimes casting a little bit of a shadow underneath Lewis's eyes. So what we're gonna do is we've thrown in a little light panel there, and that's helping bring up some more underneath Lewis's eyes.
The next point is you really got to get creative in small spaces. You kind of have to think outside the box. This is where we began thinking, why don't we put the camera between the two monitors here? Or we just attached the light, we gripped it to a shelf. And this helped us achieve our backlighting and get a nice look without having to have more stands in the way.
Just 2 lights for this setup, key light and our backlight. I do think most lighting setups can be achieved with just 2 lights.
You can also use practical lights, which are lights that already exist in the room. Like these 2 lamps here, they're always here. And then I wanted to have a little more backlighting because I don't actually have my backlight today in this shot. So I just turned on the light in that room and cracked open the door. Usually I have it shut, but this way I'm kind of being a bit more separated from the background. You have to be willing to admit that you set the room up wrong. And we set this all up with Lewis and we ended and we said, yeah, this looks great. And then that night we sent it to our team's text message and we started talking over iMessage as a team, and we're realizing we could improve it. You can see this final shot that we decided in a way feels a bit more engaging and educational than the original angle we chose, and that's okay. Being quick to admit you're wrong will just help relationships, it'll help your career, and it'll prove you're real, I'm telling you that. If you're interested in the perfect cut, this is our editing course that Lewis is building. Make sure to get on the wait list. It's over on theartofdocumentary.com. This is gonna be an in-depth look on how to master the craft of editing. It's not just about transitions or about certain pieces of software. This is about storytelling. This is about organizing your films so that you can efficiently work through the most amount of footage in the shortest amount of time, and in the end come up with the best story. So don't miss out, get onto that wait list. We'll be opening the doors on March 13th of this year. And until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, we're both gonna take showers after this. This is why you pay extra to get them pre-sanded. Yeah, there you go, get it. Man, these are pathetic sandbags. I'll put the link in the description so you never have to buy them. Terrible. Don't ever buy this kind. Spend the extra money. There was a reason why it was like the cheapest piece of gear I ever bought, because it's the most aggravating.